Atlas Fallen is an action role-playing video game developed by Deck 13 Interactive and published by Focus Entertainment. The game was released for Windows, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and Series S in August 2023. Atlas Fallen is a third-person action role-playing video game. At the beginning of the game, players can create and customize their own player avatar. The player is equipped with an ancient gauntlet that allows them to manipulate sand. With the gauntlet, players can shape the sand around them into weapons. Players can use 3 different weapons, though they can only carry 2 at any given time. Unlike Deck 13's previous games, Atlas Fallen is a more traditional action game. Players are required to dodge, counter, and block incoming attacks, as well as quickly switching between land and air combat. As players attack enemies, they will gain momentum. At certain momentum threshold, the weapon the player is currently wielding will transform, and they can unleash a special skill or ability that deals devastating damage to their opponents. The game features multiple open regions for players to explore, and players can meet different non-playable characters and complete various side quests and activities. Movement is an essential part of the game's exploration and transversal. With the gauntlet, players can glide through the game's desert landscape. The gauntlet also allows players to perform feats such as air dashing. Players can also raise buried objects, allowing players to discover hidden areas and open up new paths. As the player progresses in the game, they will find shards and catalyst pieces, which further upgrade the gauntlet's combat capabilities. The game also includes a 2-player cooperative multiplayer mode. Atlas Fallen is currently being developed by Deck 13 Interactive using their in-house engine FLEDGE. According to design director Jeremy Hartwig, the game is not a Souls-like the studio's previous games, Lords of the Fallen and The Surge. Instead, its combat system emphasizes speed and fluidity, and that the game's overall design was inspired by games such as God of War and the Horizon series. Nonetheless, staples from the Surge games, such as a body targeting system, were also incorporated into Atlas Fallen. The game also offers 3 difficulty modes, with the hard mode designed for veteran players of Souls-like games. Atlas Fallen was officially announced by Deck 13 and publisher Focus Entertainment at Gamescom in August 2022. While initially set to be released in May, the game was delayed to August 10, 2023 for Windows, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and Series S to allow additional development time for the team to further polish the game and include a full German voiceover at launch. Players who pre-order the game will gain access to Ruin Rising Pack, which introduces various cosmetic items and essence stones into the game.
Style for you. Essence stones are found all over the world, including from smashing parts off your enemies, as well as being specifically crafted by you to get the effects you want. From fluid playstyles to big hits, perfect blocks to dodges and rolls, you determine every part of your build. Exploring and experimenting is half the fun. If that all sounds overwhelming alone, you're in luck. Atlas Fallen supports co-op play with a friend for its entire campaign. A satisfying challenge on its own, in co-op, the possibilities for character builds and team-up attacks are limitless. Execute unique combos and build synergies to even the odds and take the fight to Thelos. Take up the gauntlet. Liberate mankind. Destroy the Sun God. This is Atlas Fallen. With rediscovered power comes hope for humanity. Enslaved for centuries and worshipped to Thelos, you finally have a way to fight back and grow from one of the unnamed to champion of the people on Atlas.
Come, Gauntlet Bearer.
Meet your gargantuan foes with an arsenal of powerful, magical weaponry and skills that turn enemies to dust again. Don't want to cross the deserts alone? Bring a friend to experience this massive action RPG in seamless drop-in, drop-out co-op. Atlas was not always the home of wraiths and buried ruins.
Come, up with you. We have to move.
Thelos, the sun god, stripped its people of everything. Homes, lives, even their names. They are forced to dig and mine and sift through the wreckage of our world for essence, a magical substance that is raised to his glory.
It is mine. Delos demands it.
You are but one among these millions, venturing across the sands to deliver essence to the capital. Stumbling across the gauntlet opens up a new path for you.
The sand has memories. Memories of our past, when gods walked this world, and our heroes stood amongst them. But the gods' vanity grew, and in their struggle, we were cast away. Only remnants of these stories remain in the sand, in the ruins of this shattered, broken world. Even in ruins, we endure. We won't let go. For now, we can stand for ourselves. And face gods.